Okay, and I have just forgot the most important concept of the experience in the water. When I was hanging and relaxing and feeling so amazing and focusing on the pains and relieving the pain, and then you don't even need to touch it. You just need to be aware of the pain, and you don't care what part of your body is. And then you send to that pain all the information, all the energy, all the healing, everything, to say, hey, forget about that trauma or whatever that you had in there. It could be a physical trauma or emotional thing. And maybe now I'm thinking that probably my tightness comes from because why was I fearful? Because I don't fear many things, but then I don't know what I fear, but then I remembered that my parents told me that when I was like 6 months old, they were carrying me in these kind of bags for babies, and my father was going to hold it, and then one of the handles went off, and I went rolling, and they always said that in a very funny way, like almost like laughing, not like, oh, we almost killed him, you know what I mean? And maybe it was like nothing, I don't know, but maybe imagine all of a sudden you are in a steady place and boom, all the gravity, you feel all the gravity for your first time in your life. It's like being a pigeon trying to fly, you know what I mean? And I didn't fly. So maybe since that moment I was tight, and luckily I was into mind control and relaxing my body, but I needed more than the rest of the people because I need to unlock that tightness thing of, hey, you fell, maybe I died, okay, so I'm already there, leave me alone. So stop being tight, all these muscles, and it's like, yeah, I need to eat a lot of sugar to be fat. Maybe that's why people are fat, because they feel better for that reason, you know what I mean? But everybody has their own problems. But I am aware more and more and more on my ones that I thought that they were no problems, and from here I can see like they could be problems, but they are amazing. So yeah, because the big problem was falling, and now I'm disconnecting everything, and I am renovating all my cells, all my everything, because this is like the exercise that they invented, that being tight and relax with all your muscles, to be aware of your muscles. Okay, I've been doing that since I'm 7. But when I see that people are learning and they tell you all these kind of things, and I say, okay. But I was not so aware of the absolute root. If you're not aware of the real absolute root aspect, root feeling, I call it root feeling, because I discovered many, but never, this is the first one that I discovered, that I just felt when I was 6 months old. I don't have it in my memory, but I have this fear that I was all the time in my life. I said to everyone, always in my life, it is that my dream, I'm absolutely sure that we can levitate. And that's my dream, levitating. I'm dreaming about that, dreaming for real. When I'm dreaming, I'm sleeping, I'm always dreaming, I'm levitating. Watching the movie Amanece que no es poco, there is a person levitating. I always felt I can levitate, and I always dreamt when I was a child that the floor opens and I go down and I am falling slower than the bed, for whatever reason, because the gravity should take us at the same time. If there is no atmosphere, if it is just a vacuum, but then we would fall at the same time. And if not, maybe I would fall faster than the bed, but never slower, because the bed would be stopping, because of the friction with the air. And it was like infinite. I don't know, bigger than a volcano. It was infinite until, I don't know, I don't remember the end of my dreams. But now I got lost with all these strange connections. But it's been amazing remembering the connections and then the dream, and then whatever I was saying about healing yourself through your no rational mind, not nothing. But first of all, you need to be at that level. If you're not at that level, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. You are doing what you think is right to do. People are selling you that because they think they are there. But if they are watching this video, they would be understanding that they are not there. So I know some people are honest with themselves because they truly believe that, but they truly believe it with the rational mind. When you stop using your rational mind all the time, there is a moment that you see that everything is infinite, and I can only discover things that cannot be imagined. And the rest of the times I'm just seeing the same things as the rest of the people, but from many other different perspectives and one or two different dimensions, probably just one, but which is enough, but being aware of that. So yeah, it would be cool if at least 12 people get the message today, this message. I mean getting it, like feeling it. 12 people. That would be enough. Let's see in how many generations they get 1,000 different religions. What I'm saying is the same thing Jesus, Buddha, and everybody was saying, but with words of the 21st century. And I am not the only one. And John Lennon was saying it in the 20th century, Bob Marley the same, and probably Gandhi the same, and probably Martin Luther King the same, but probably not so high. I don't know them, and I don't judge them. I mean not so high in higher dimensions, because I'm doubting or hesitating if they belong to some cause anti-something, because you cannot be anti-something. I always said that, and I didn't really feel why I said that, just because it came from the outside. I never thought about it, because I don't have to think about it.